First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 17-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
In your face.
Hey, Delta.
48 to Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Watch the screen.
Five.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now!
Ringo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
48.
Be driven.
They'll drop the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
60 or.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
We go. 8 read.
Gurley again here on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Drop in. Hey, orbit. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Watch the curl. Deep grip.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! They go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go. Check nine, check nine.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. Go.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Here we go, here we go.
Now.
On second down, it's White. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's third down.
Go. Sweep! Bravo!
Gotta do better.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
I got him. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
Come on. Check 48's the Mike.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch.
Now it's Wilson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
48, Mike 48.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, look 48.
Fair.
Let's go.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rip left, rip left. 48 Mike, 48 Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 48 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day.
Ready?
On second down now, it's White. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, Delta.
Right now, let's go. Watch the run.
5.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken around the 12. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike.
He'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
48 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete. James White. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, Be aware, a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
45, 45, Mike 45.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 31, check 31. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready? 30 base.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now. as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the slap.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, he gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the Rams first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Again, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
Here we go. 15, line. 15 line. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Zoo.
45. Mike, 45. Come on. 45 is the Mike. Stay with your man.
Let go.
Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
53, Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Kill.
Clear. Deep grip.
Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Get that. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5.
48.
He'll drop to throw. He hits White, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 28. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Hey, we got four. We got four down. Four down. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
It's 2nd and inches.
Hey, over.
18-yard line.
Now.
2nd down and inches. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Falcons cut into that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Right there.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Everyone go forward.
Hey, echo.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
And
On third down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Protein spill. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Look at me. Score, score. Ready?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Score, score.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
48 to Mike. They can't hang with us. Mike, 48. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now White, and he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 65 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Let's go now. 8, read.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.